going on, guys? This is Berz. I want to talk to you today about a really cool glove I've been using recently. A lot of you asked me which glove I was using on the Appalachian Trail video, and this is the one that I was using on there. This is a Buffalo Gold Premium Fibers glove, made in the USA, and it's made of bison fur, which is pretty interesting. The thing you're going to see with a bison fur over wool, or even like a possum fur like I have here, which has always been my favorite glove until I actually came across these bison fur ones, is you're going to see that the actual fur, or the fiber itself, is more robust and a little bit more, I don't want to say coarse because it is soft, but it's just more together. It's more robust as far as how it feels and how much life you're going to get out of it. Compared to this possum fur glove, if you had them in your hand kind of next to each other, and maybe the camera can pick up on this, it's just a more delicate fur with like this possum fur. It's extremely warm, but it's rather delicate, and over time it's going to wear out. When you look at something like this bison fur, and here's a close-up of it, you can just feel the difference between the two, that this is definitely going to outlast this possum fur. It's going to be more along the lines of a wool, like a merino wool, and like a wool as far as how long it lasts, and you know, what kind of longevity you get out of it. So as far as how they've worked for me, you know, in the one video, the Appalachian Trail grip stop, or Nate Murr, you know, what he asked me was, he said, hey, how are they working for you? Because we were kind of talking about these gloves, and he was amazed that this was bison fur that was used in here. And I said they work really good up until the point where there's no more gloves. Check out these awesome gloves. These are bison
issue gloves. What are they made out of? Just solid wool?
Bison fur.
Bison fur?
Yeah.
What? Are they warm?
Yeah, here they are up until here.
Up to where there's no more bison.
Yeah. Yes, these are pretty warm up until where there's no more bison. And you know, it really summed up exactly how these gloves work. You know, if I had the full glove, you know, my hand would be completely, you know, almost wrapped in a cocoon, is what I like to say. You know, when these gloves are wet, you know, snow and rain, precipitation, you know, they perform really well. As opposed to if you're trying to get some warmth and you have like down gloves, which I have a pair of those, you know, that gets wet, you're completely screwed. So these insulate really well. They keep the weather off of whatever you're using. They also have beanies and hats and all kinds of stuff over there at Buffalo Gold Premium Fibers. So that's probably the next thing I'm going to look at getting, is like a beanie or something, because I mean, this thing has really performed well. I even was climbing a little bit of an incline there at the end of that Appalachian Trail video, and going through thorns and stuff, and you can see that, you know, these aren't really worn out at all through going through, you know, climbing up a little incline there with the gloves. You know, they've worked really well. I've used them a few times this winter, and I'm going to take a closer look here at the inside. You can see there's the tag, Buffalo Gold Premium Fibers, made in the USA. And you can see on the inside, you know, it's nice and soft as far as, you know, what the feel of it's going to be. It's just an overall really nice glove. If you're looking to, you know, buy something that's going to last a long time, buy something that's made in the USA. Buffalo Gold Premium Fibers is a great company. Like I said, this is actually part of what they call their herd wear. So there's a ton of different stuff in that collection. They have the full gloves, the beanie, these fingerless gloves. I think they actually make like a scarf or something like that out of it. They also have bison leather goods as well, so you can look into that. But compared to some of the other things I've used, like these possum fur, which are actually a pain in the butt to find, because you have to buy it from usually New Zealand. So it's just a pain in the butt to find stuff like this, even though it is super warm. So finding something in the USA that it's going to be a little bit more expensive. You're looking around $60 for these gloves, but they're going to last a really long time compared to the majority of stuff that's out there, and they're extremely warm. And you know, it does give you a little bit of a talking point when you're sitting around the campfire and you're like, oh, I have bison fur gloves. So let's take a look at you know, putting on here, how it fits. You can see around the edges here, the stitching and how they keep that from fraying is exceptional. Has a nice large elastic part here for the wrist, so it covers up the wrist nice and well. Some other gloves out there are they come up to around here, so you get a nice, you know, you can put that inside your jacket and really keep warm. And you can just see that it's just a nice form-fitting glove. This is a large, and you know, it fits really nice. So if you guys are looking for a really cool glove, I know it's kind of towards the first third of the winter here. If you're looking for a really cool glove to you know, use this winter and use for many, you know, probably decades to come, I definitely would take a look at these. I'll put a link down below to where you can check out their stuff and to where these gloves are specifically. And if you guys have any questions or anything, go ahead and let me know. If you guys have some bison fur, you know, different apparel and stuff, go ahead and put down below your experience with it. I'm curious what you guys think about it as well. And until next time. And this fingerless glove is a glove that I've been using. I keep saying glove. I don't like that.